little problem on track with the bookmakers flux coming through, but as soon as they do, and we will have them through in a moment or two, we'll bring them to. But down the totes, Mazuka $7.40, Dwarf Command at $3.90. And then number 3's out. Number 4 is Solemn but Deadly at $5. 5 Supremators at 17. Number 6, it's been a blast at $8. Big overs, it's around the $4 mark on track. 7's out. Number 8, Bid Spotter at $12. Further down, number 9, Kia Marker on the TAB is at $6.70. 16 dismissed. Lucky Leak 12. No Subpoena 114. Princess Siena's 36. The bottom one is out. A field of 11 runners to go around, and as soon as we get the bookmakers fluctuations coming through, we'll bring you up to date.
Number 1 is Mazuka. This is a gelding now. He has been gelded since his last preparation. Still a lovely looking horse. This one by Exceed and Excel out of Princess Polonia. Cost $400,000 at the sales, and Gerald Ryan prepares him his first up. He was placed in a Rosehill trial.
Yeah, Barrier 1's a huge advantage for this fella, Caroline, and he's first up here, as you rightly pointed out. He's only won 1 from 8 starts, but he's raced in a couple of handy races behind Snow Alert, Coniston Bluebird, Butane Dane in the Heritage, Montana Flyer in the Roman Consul. He doesn't want this rain to come before the first. He looks in good order, number 1 here, Mazuka. And from Barrier 1, he'll just get the perfect run behind whatever the leaders are. He gets the breaks. He's certainly right in the mix. Interesting to see how the track plays in the true, but that rain this morning could have just caused a little bit of havoc.
Number 2 is Dwarf Command. She's a filly by Commands for Clary Connors. And a good draw here for her. She's drawn gate number 2, placed second in a Rosehill trial. She did win 3 in a row last preparation.
She really come of age, didn't she, Caroline? She's only had the 8 starts, I realise that, but she was just whacking away and being beaten comfortably. And next, you know, it all switched. She went to Kembla Grange, blew them away, then came to town, and she was awesome, winning by big margins. At last start, she was only beaten 2 lengths in a good quality 3-year-old race back on VRC Derby Day. She's gone to a break, she's come back, she looked super duper in a recent trial, and like the top one, she gets a perfect run from the barrier. Just getting a little bit hot under the collar now. Although we've got a little bit of grey skies at the moment, it's still very humid, and most of the horses are just starting to sweat up that little bit. This horse certainly looks fit enough, though.
Number 3's out. 4 is Silent but Deadly. She's a really nice feminine looking filly by Choisir for Chris Lees. Hugh Bowman has the ride. Not a great draw here, and she's first up since November.
Yeah, but look, awkward gate, which is going to be the biggest worry for Silent but Deadly. But look, she's a lovely filly. She's only won 1 from 9, Caroline. That's a concern. There's a few horses in this race that are in the same boat, only 1 win or a bad strike rate. She's had 6 third placings out of that. She gets luck from that barrier. She's the one to beat. I've got no doubt about that. Look, she's had the 2 trials back at home. Wasn't asked to do a lot in either, yet she finished alongside the winners in both trials. She gets a luck from the barrier. She's the one to beat. I want to see her with a little bit of cover. She led up here last time she was at Rosehill, and she just tended to go that little bit hard. She's down there with the clerk of the course, just keeping her nice and calm, because she can get a little bit fizzy like she is getting now. Luck from the barrier. She's the one to beat.
Number 5, this is another good-looking type. Supremator, he's now a gelding too. He's been gelded since last preparation. Cost $360,000 at the sales. He missed a lot of racing, of course, through EI. He would have been a pretty smart 2-year-old. He always trials well. By Redute's Choice, he's the family of November Rain, that great filly, and he's won a couple of trials in February.
He's trialled well, Caroline. The worry for him, though, for me, is that whenever anyone spat on the track, it looks like he takes fright. He likes rock hard tracks. His 2 wins have both come on rock hard tracks. His best wins have all been on that. But he goes to a break, he gets a nice barrier, he takes up a forward spot here, and probably gets to tag a horse like It's Been a Blast. For that reason, I think he's probably a place chance. This is a bit tougher than what he raced though last time.
6 is It's Been a Blast. $6 into $5 on course. Some good money here for this gelding. Son of Piccolo for Kevin Moses, family of Real Jester, Seed Nazar. Dangerous Seam. He bled in the Heritage, the listed race, and he was second in a trial.
Now, number 6 Been a Blast, when it won at Gosford, and you look in your form guide and you say Gosford, it was a midweek meeting, but it was a city meeting at Gosford. And boy, oh boy, he was impressive. He just blew them away with sheer speed, and then when they looked like threatening, he found another gear and kept going and got away again. Most impressive, number 6, It's Been a Blast. Next start, bled, back here, trialled well, will give plenty of cheek, Caroline.
7's out. 8 is Bid Spotter. He cost $850,000 at the sales. He's another one who's been gelded in this race. He's out of Isolde. She won the Champagne, second in the sires, and he's won 2 trials.
Yeah, and he's looked a different horse being gelded. Awkward Gate Caroline. He'll go back from there, and if he gets any luck from there, he's certainly a horse that can improve.
Number 9, Kia Marker, a colt by Belong to Me for Paul Perry, Chris Muntz, and this horse is getting back to his own age group here, second up.
Yeah, and there's been good money for this horse, Kia Marker. He'll go forward. He's got plenty of speed. Don't think he was really comfortable on the slow ground last start. He just took away a little bit of a speed, and that was his first run for a 5-week break. Looks fitter here this afternoon, sure to go forward and give cheek.
10 is Dismiss for Anthony Cummings, a filly by Viscount out of Close Your Eyes. She won a Group 2 race in South Australia. This horse has a bit of pace. He's just had that one start.
Yeah, look, showed good speed last time out, Caroline. Did a lot of things wrong in the race. Drops 4 kilos, but goes up tenfold in grade. Thought might find this a bit rich. 11
is Lucky Leak, around $11 on course by Iglesia for Mark de Montfort, a month since its first start.
Huge tip around town for it on debut. It was off the map, Caroline. $7, $8 into about $3.40. Missed the start, ran into some awful trouble. It's a blowout if it gets the luck, but bad gate is the big worry.
Number 12, No Subpoena, the roughie of the field, 200 to 1 by No Slip. Blinkers come off here.
Yeah, nice to have a runner on a big day, Caroline, but looks outgraded.
And number 13, Princess C. Anna, 71 into $51 on course, the filly by Rubiton.
Good to see Jimmy Innes back in town riding, and got a little bit fidgety in the yard here, this girl. She's got a bit of speed. Just might be too much pressure for her in this race. A tricky race to start off with. I've got number 4 on top, Silent but Deadly from the powerhouse Chris Lee stable. Hugh Bowman on top. I thought it's the one to beat from 1 Bazooka, 2 Dorf Command, and 6 It's Been a Blast. 4, 1, 2 and 6 for me. Silent but Deadly's trained by Chris Lees, and I believe Chris Lees alongside Bruce Clark.
I'm not sure if he's happy though, Rich, that you tipped Silent but Deadly, but you're here, and the only problem you do have, obviously it's not your problem now, it's Huey Bowman's, this alley, Chris.
Yeah, it certainly is, Bruce. She's had 2 trials, and I've been happy with the trials. On paper, there looks at just enough speed that she may get across and get a bit of cover, but if she's posted, well, she just might find it a bit tough.
Did you have a plan he laid out to you before he went out?
We're not going any real direct plan, just see how it unfolds as the gates open, but he'll be positive without overdoing it.
She hasn't won first up, but both the first up runs have been good in the past.
Runs have been good. She's had 2 trials, as I said, and she's pretty fit, so she'll race well.
If she gets luck, she's right there.
She definitely needs the luck, yes.
Coolmore Classic, your dad 5 times, about time Kay Lees wins 1.
Yeah, it'd be great. Got the right horse for it. I think she's a mare who's fit and in good form, which I think you need to be going into these mares races in good form. Weather's probably going to play a part. We don't want any more rain with her, but no weight on her back. She's a genuine chance.
Sure. Good luck today, Chris.
Cheers, Bruce.
Chris Lees joining us, Richard, as Silent but Deadly goes to post here, and certainly one of the top chances.
Yeah, exactly right, Bruce, and I think Chris made a valid point.
We've got Dorf Command at $4.20, Silent but Deadly at $5.10. Then we've got $6.40 for Chiamaka, who's a point shorter on track and probably been the best back runner, $7.50 into $5.50, and It's Been a Blast to $6.70. Now, runners are being called up into the barrier stalls. Mazuka is the first of the runners to move in. Chiamaka riderless behind the gates. Dismiss has walked up into the stalls. Change of tactics on Dismiss. They're going to ride her back today. She went forward on debut, but they're going to try and hold her up today. Now, Supremator moves up. Moving in now is Lucky Leak. Chiamaka comes up riderless. Lucky Leak wasn't quite in. Bid Spotter still away with Silent but Deadly. It's Been a Blast and Princess Sienna. We're waiting on 4 runners. And Dorf Command is still the tote favourite at $4.20. But $5 joint favourite on track with Silent but Deadly. And then a half a point to It's Been a Blast and also Chiamaka. So Silent but Deadly about to move in. This is the Bacardi Breezer Handicap. First event today. And the carnival about to get underway here at Rose Hill. Starter goes up. There's trouble near the centre. Princess Sienna's the offender. Racing now. Princess Sienna jumped okay. Bid Spotter went straight out the back and Supremator came out running and took the early lead. But now Chiamaka goes up to shaded. Princess Sienna's in a handy spot running third. Then Mazuka, It's Been a Blast going up to join it now from No Subpoena. Dorf Command about midfield, just popping off the fence at that point, followed by Dismiss. Lucky Leak a long way back. Silent but Deadly is second last and Bid Spotter's out the back last of all. Chiamaka rolled onto the fence and led by a length on Princess Sienna. Supremator is third. A length and a half, It's Been a Blast. Mazuka next from Dorf Command. Outside it, No Subpoena. Lucky Leaks in front of 3 runners. Dismiss, Silent but Deadly. And Bid Spotter's out the back last of all. The well-backed Chiamaka heads up for the judge. 3.50 to go. Led from Princess Sienna and Supremator. Then came It's Been a Blast and Dorf Command's come to the outside. And she's starting to fly down the centre of the track. Chiamaka grabbed by It's Been a Blast. Dorf Command's there on the outside, ready to tackle it. And then came Mazuka. Dorf Command ranged up, got a head in front. And this pint-sized filly's too good for them. She goes on to win at Dorf Command from It's Been a Blast. Lucky Leak ran on for third and then Silent but Deadly from Mazuka. Bid Spotter made up some ground from last and then came Dismiss from Chiamaka. Supremator, Princess Sienna, and last in was No Subpoena. Well, there's not much of her, but she's got a lot of ability. She's now won 4 from 9 and Glenn Schofield had her in a lovely spot, 1 off the fence, midfield, and as soon as they straightened up, she put herself into the race. She started to sprint down the outside and she's come home over the top of It's Been a Blast. So the winner number 2, Dorf Command at $4.10, which is way unders compared to its on-track price, starting at 4 to 1 or $5. $1.80 for second. It's Been a Blast, $2.30. And Lucky Leaks ran a eye-catching race after again being a little bit tardy out of the stalls. He got a long way back, but he's hit the line well into third, $3.60. And officially fourth is number 4, Silent but Deadly, another one who got a long way back and made up ground. So 2, 6, 11 and 4. And the winner is By Commands, trained by Clary Connors, written by Glenn Schofield. 6 was second, It's Been a Blast by Piccolo, Kevin Moses, Daniel Ganderton, and 11, Lucky Leak by Glacier, Mark de Montfort and Rodney Quinn. Now just waiting on the margins and also the times, overall and sectional, so we'll get a better guide of how this track's playing. We've got 64-65, so 64-65.
As Clary Connors gets a back slap here from all the owners. Well done to them with a nice little filly and a good team of owners.
Yeah, nice syndicated horse, and she's a lovely little filly, not real big. But look, she's got a lot of guts about her, you know, and she's, we started riding the back right off the pace here about 4 or 5 starts ago, and she's been beaten once since, you know, and a bit unlucky that day, but she's a trier, and as I said before, not real big, but she's a nice little filly, and, you know, my only concern today was I'd only given her 1 trial, but this race was there, and I thought it was a lovely race for her. But whatever she's done today, she's going to improve on, so, you know, she might be up to a better race, you know, so over the carnival, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Good bonus. She's had some little issues early on.
Yeah, sort of shin sore, you know, and just growing and everything. It was nothing serious, but she just needed the time.
It's a better race in the carnival now for her. You try and get Pinch and black type for her.
Well, that'll be the plan, yeah. I think she'll be up to a black type race for sure, you know, because she'll improve on today.
Congratulations, Clary. Good way to start the day.
It's a great way to start the day.
Can't do any better than that. Clary Connors with Dwarf Command winning the first, Rich.
Yeah, exactly right, Bruce. And look, Golden Slipper Carnival, you expect Clary Connors to be prominent. The margins here are a long neck by a length and a quarter, a long neck, a length and a quarter, 104.65, 34.34 the last 600 metres, a long neck, a length and a quarter, 104.65, 34.34, and there are the English interims on screen.
Yeah, as I said, a really nice little filly, this one. She won those 3 races through the spring, through September, October, Kembla, 2 of them, and also at Canterbury as well. And she's used that gate to advantage here, the good gate, and Glenn Schofield's done the rest as this little filly streaked away. Maybe some black type in her. Clary Connors says she's up to it. Well, you certainly wouldn't doubt Clary Connors with his great record training these sorts of fillies. So 104.65, as Richie said, was the time as the filly Dwarf Command comes back to scale.
Yeah, look, she's just really come of age now. She's won 4 out of 9 starts, and her owners are going to have plenty of fun. She's now over the $110,000 mark, so she's done a super job for her connections. And as Clary said, perhaps maybe even a little bit of black type coming her way over the carnival. The first 4 with number 4 Solemn but Deadly on the New South Wales TABs paid $1,425 exactly on 2, 6, 11 and 4. Glenn Schofield's been in dashing form since making Australia home, and I think he'd be pretty happy on a big day here at Rosehill to start off with a winner. Clarkie.
Thanks very much. As we look at Glenn Schofield, they're using the padded whip in the first, and
needed one.
And needed one hit with that too, because she's a good little filly, Glenn. She gives her best, doesn't she?
Oh, she's little and nuggety, but she's got a motor.
Speed was terrific there, and that sort of helped you for sure.
Yeah, look, they went along pretty quick early on, and you know she's the type of filly that likes a little bit of a cuddle early on. She's got some speed, and she uses it at the end, which she used very well today.
Reasonable time on this dead 5. How'd the surface feel for you?
Oh, it's definitely dead. There's a little bit of give in the track. Beautiful. The track's in fantastic condition.
What do you think about the padded whips? You a fan?
Oh, look, I've used them before, and you know, it's probably inevitable that it was going to probably work its way down,
No doubt.
down south here. But I think at the end of the day, we just got to work with the tools we're given.
No doubt. You got a good filly to help you there too. Well done. Good start to the day.
Thank you.
Glenn Schofield wins the first here on the Dwarf Command for Clary Connors. Well done to them. We'll take a break on TVN's Race Day Live. More racing action to come from Caulfield and also here from Rosehill Gardens.